Hey guys, welcome back to a third series, or the third video on the series on Pinbot 3.0, and this one is going to be on repinning. So basically, where we left off in pinning, repinning is basically the same setup for everything. I mean, I stagger the times a little bit. I mean, you can see the times are staggered, so they're not the same. And the reason why I do that is because when I'm pinning or when I'm repinning, typically I'm not doing both at the same time. So it's important to kind of put that out there. So the first thing you're going to want to do is look at, you've got what you got to play with. Basically, you have the same screen to play with for pinning and repinning, except for adding URLs to your pin. With repinning, of course, you can do a random number of URLs altogether, but this one here you have one for description and one for source. So that's the only difference here. You got one from description only. The rest of the setup is pretty much the same. Each board has a mapped query that goes to that board, so it's important to make sure that each one of these is set up individually to whatever you need. Now, if you don't come up with any ideas, or you don't have a way to get your keywords, there is a keyword tool built right into this program, and you just go out of there, and then it's up here in tools, and it's called the keyword generator. So in this one here, you can just put in a keyword and then ask it to generate. Now, you can also do a deep search, which actually brings up a lot of different quotes, and then that are not quotes but queries, and then you can go through these and basically choose, which ones are consistent, or which ones correlate with your business or whatever you're trying to promote. So it's important to know that this is here, because if you have your keywords ahead of time, or you know the names of your boards ahead of time, you can go ahead and punch in these, get your lists, copy them, and then just go right over and open your configuration, jump in there, and then paste it in whichever query section that it correlates to the board. So that's basically how that works. And it's not too easy, not too simple, and you just do the same thing. Okay, so that's basically the repinning feature. Other than that, you have your timeout. Change those settings. Like I said before, I stagger mine. Repinning between 138 to 241 pins is how many I want. This is where I want my timeout to timeout. So in other words, when it pins one, it'll wait either between 25 and 96 seconds to pin the next one, and anything in between that, because this is a bot which basically is controlled that way. Now, if you want to set autopilot, just remember that you don't want to set this number, either the repinning or the timeout, longer than a 24-hour period, because this is a 24-hour format clock. And basically, if you set something longer than that, there's no way that this is going to be able to reset. So you need to set something within a 24-hour period. That way it can repeat itself identically the following day, or within a 24-hour period. So with that, that's pretty much it for this series. The next series, I believe, is 4, will be on likes, and this is a pretty cool tool too. So I'll be back to you soon.